The last post is the moving conclusion to Jean Granger's Knock-na-Shee series, a sweeping Irish saga that has spanned generations, wars, and love stories. The novel centers on Grace Fitzgerald and Richard Lewis, whose romance has endured years of separation and hardship. As World War II reaches its final stages, Richard is once again called to serve, leaving Grace behind in Knock-na-Shee. Their love, tested by distance and danger, becomes a symbol of resilience in a time of global upheaval. Meanwhile, the Knock-na-Shee community faces its own struggles. Families cope with rationing, loss, and the uncertainty of peace. Familiar characters from earlier books return, their stories weaving together to provide closure and continuity. The village becomes a microcosm of wartime Ireland, where hope and grief coexist. Grace's journey is deeply emotional. She must summon courage to face the possibility of losing Richard forever, while also supporting her family and neighbors. Richard, torn between duty and desire, confronts the horrors of war and the longing for home. Supporting arcs include the Fitzgerald family, whose resilience reflects Ireland's strength. Knock-na-Shee villagers, offering humor, loyalty, and poignant reminders of community bonds. Secondary romances and friendships, tying up threads from earlier installments. Themes and conflicts. Love versus war. Grace and Richard's romance is constantly challenged by global conflict. Sacrifice versus survival. Duty often comes at the cost of personal happiness. Community versus isolation. Knock-na-Shee's bonds contrast with the loneliness of war. Hope versus despair. The end of World War II brings both relief and grief. Character dynamics. Grace Fitzgerald. Courageous and steadfast, she embodies loyalty and emotional strength. Richard Lewis, a soldier torn between duty and love, his arc explores resilience and vulnerability. Knock-na-Shee villagers, their collective experiences reflect the broader impact of war on ordinary lives. Style and tone. Granger's prose is lyrical, heartfelt, and historically grounded, blending romance with vivid depictions of wartime Europe and rural Ireland. The tone is bittersweet yet hopeful, offering closure while honoring the sacrifices of the era. Climax and resolution. The climax unfolds as Richard faces his most dangerous mission during the Allies' final push. Grace, left behind, must summon faith and courage. The resolution is poignant. With the war ending, Grace and Richard finally glimpse a future together, though scarred by loss. The novel closes with a sense of peace and continuity, bidding farewell to Knock-na-Shee, while affirming the endurance of love.